how big sports are here in Western New York. And this morning we're looking back a half a century to when we were welcoming a second pro hockey team to the area.
Yeah, and this morning's Unknown Story takes us to North Tonawanda, the home of the Norsemen. For Fred Hunt Jr., stepping through these doors was like stepping into a time machine.
Wow,
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like 50 years.
All right. This unassuming building in North Tonawanda is now a community outreach center as well as a bus garage for the NT schools. But a half a century ago, it was the home of professional hockey and the Buffalo Norsemen of the North American Hockey League.
Well, everybody was excited, you know, a second professional team in Buffalo, and you know, Buffalo's a hot hockey town, and we really felt wanted here. It was fun to play here. It was. The fans were a little rowdy, and it was great.
This rare film of the Norsemen in action shows a packed house as they played an exhibition game in September of 1975 against the Sabres rookies. Mike Bellani was a reporter for the Tonawanda News at the time.
I was 20 years old, had just gotten out of college, and I had a full-time job at the Tonawanda News where I had worked during high school, covering high school sports. And all of a sudden, the Buffalo Norsemen came to town, and it was big news, and we covered it like a big league team.
And now the story is getting new legs on the NT History blog from its founder, Dennis Reed Jr.
I grew up right around here. I grew up a slap shot, I guess you might say, away over on the avenues. And I never knew this building and this complex had hockey in it. I was a big hockey fan. I found out later. I thought, wow, what a great story.
Hollywood thought so, too. The North American Hockey League was the inspiration for the movie Slapshot, and several Norseman-related events found their way into the film, including a major brawl and a scene that Freddie Hunt Jr. remembers distinctly.
And I took a slap shot from outside the blue line, and he deflected it, and it went over into the stands above the organ player, hit the clock, and the clock came off the wall and came down on the organ player. And the Slapshot movie stole that. Instead of the clock, they just had him getting hit with a puck.
And he says that while the movie was a comedy, it really captured the spirit of minor league hockey in the early 70s.
That's old-time hockey, and that's how the leagues were. I mean, the minor leagues, like I played in Dayton, Ohio, and it was the same way. It was rough and tumble leagues. I mean, you earned your keep there.
And even though it was just one season, partly because of the movie and partly because of the love of sports heritage here in Western New York, there are still a lot of people who have great memories of that team and also playing at that Tonawanda ice time.
Yeah, and you have a little familiarity with that Tonawanda rink also, huh?
Yeah, it was the home of future inspiration for Slapshot, also future Daybreakers. Yeah, that's my brother Brendan in the goalie gear and me. That was our home rink for that same season that the Norsemen were there when I played for Front Park.
Pete, that hair better than ever.
Exactly. I think I'm going to go back to that hairstyle. Maybe we'll take an online poll. Should I go back to the bowl cut?
That's an absolute yes. 100%. All right, it is 6.